Welcome to What's in the Pot. I'm your host Sean Grande, and today we're making Pholourie. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It's What's in the Pot. Thanks again for tuning in to What's in the Pot. I'm your host Sean Grande. So to start for our Pholourie, I'm starting with 2 cups of all-purpose white flour and 1 cup of split peas powder I got from calobox.com. And I'm also going to be adding 1 teaspoon of turmeric. You can add a little bit less turmeric if you want. I like it really yellow. I don't know, for me, that's what Pholourie looks like. It looks like it has a nice rich yellow color you get from turmeric. And I'm adding 1.5 teaspoons of instant yeast. If you have the ones in the individual packets, 1 individual packet will do. 1 teaspoon of salt, and I'm adding 1 teaspoon of green seasoning mixture. If you have fresh shadow benny, you can go ahead and chop that up, or a little bit of pepper. Go ahead and chop that up and add that in there if you don't have a green seasoning mixture. And what I'm going to do is mix all the dry ingredients together and also mix that green seasoning mixture in together. Now I'm going to start with about maybe half a cup, 3/4 cups of warm water, because we want the warm water so it's going to activate with the yeast. We don't want it too hot. We want it a little bit warmer than lukewarm temperature. Once you've mixed all your dry ingredients, we're going to start adding our water. Now what we do is when we add our water, we're just going to add little by little, not too much. As we keep on mixing, I did notice that the split peas powder was a little bit thick, a little bit clumpy, kind of like corn flour. So what I ended up doing was using a whisk. For me, the whisk actually broke down the split peas powder with the regular flour in the batter, and it came out absolutely perfect. It was allowing me to get my right consistency that I wanted. And if you notice, I'm adding a little bit more flour. Overall, I added maybe about 3 cups of flour because as I mixed, I wanted a little bit more of a thicker consistency. And sometimes I add a little bit more water. It gets a little bit too watery. So it's kind of just play with it, but always just have that extra cup of flour on hand. Now this is a consistency I like. Some people like it a little bit thicker. You can go ahead and make it a little bit thicker if you want. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna saran wrap this, and we're gonna let that sit for about an hour, hour and a half. Once it's been sitting for an hour and a half, we're gonna start frying. I have my pot set to about a medium-high heat, so the frying temperature you want about maybe 350 degrees, maybe 375. You don't want it too hot, but you want it to be hot, because once you dump the Pholourie in, it's gonna fry instantly. Now I'm using a spoon. If you have an ice cream scoop, you can get that perfectly round Pholourie by using an ice cream scoop, but it's really up to you. If you're just at home, go ahead and use a spoon. Once they start frying and they start getting a nice little golden brown on one side, just flip them and strain them out. It probably takes maybe about 2 minutes to fry your Pholourie, and look at that, it looks absolutely beautiful. Now let's take a look into our finished product. Remember, this is nice and simple, easy Pholourie recipe you can do, anyone could do. It tastes just like if you bought it from a roti shop. And you can see a little bit of that green seasoning that we have in there, so we added a little bit of extra flavor. It's perfect to cook on the inside. It's nice and airy and nice and fluffy. Thank you very much for tuning in to What's in the Pot. Till next time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Peace.